Hey everybody, this is a review for the Mako magnifiers for your Eotech. Gonna start off with a couple of different variety of options here. For example, Mako, in my opinion, is the best magnifier option for Eotechs besides Eotech themselves. But right now, Eotech only offer two magnifications, and the magnifiers, as cool as they are with the fact they flip to the side, they cost just as much as the Eotech or more. So definitely a price issue there, just for something that magnifies. But most of Mako's magnifiers are pretty reasonably priced, and you can buy some different mounting option. For example, this is a Canaviller, I think that's how you pronounce it, mount, and it works out pretty darn decent. You can buy quick detach mounts for them, or it's like a Canaviller style, and then there's a quick detach throw mount. There's a ton of different mounting options. Now, okay, so we got that, and for example, also the eye relief on these, amazing is all I have to say about them. It's just you start to look on it, it's like, all right, it's pretty, it's just very clear, just like that. There's not a whole lot of struggle, like a lot of scopes that you even get, even decently priced ones, it's just eye relief, and they're not very clear and whatnot. So that's a great thing about Mako itself. And I think they have 3, 5, and 7, I believe, for the magnifications. There might be a couple more out there, but this is the 7 times magnification. Now, another thing I'm going to mention here real quick, if you have your Eotech back here, and of course, how I got mine set up, I need to move it up, I think, a good couple spots. Well, that is not supposed to happen, but Eotech can take it, so that's fine. But you need to move it up a couple spots, whether it's up here, I think it could be a little bit further back, or up further even. But the thing about it is, notice how I moved it. I think I moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots. One thing, I didn't even think about it right off the bat. When you move that on the rail, it really changes the velocity and layout of where that bullet hits. It's dropping this low or that high, depending on where you move it, of course. And there's really no left to right that I've ever noticed, but it's something to definitely think about. So it's not as simple as you got your gun sighted in, you're gonna pop on this magnifier, and not really liking me today. And I'm gonna go shoot a 200-300 yard shot and nail it. The thing is, you're gonna have to readjust your Eotech. So just a quick point I thought I'd make with that. But otherwise, besides that, Mako, they make a very solid product. Really no complaints. It's what you get, what you pay for. Mako doesn't necessarily make the best products of everything out there, but I will give them this on the magnifiers. And the thing is, if you want to buy one of those 3 or 5 times, I think the 3 times magnifier is around I want to say $80 or $90. I think the 5 times magnifier is around 120, 30, and then the 7 times is about 150, and that's without the attachments. They have them, amounts of some sort. I do know that they have some deals from time to time. It's like, oh, quick attach mount for, it's like an extra $30 or something like that. And there's always, like I said, there's a ton of different mounts. NC Star actually makes a really nice throw mount for it, and it's in a Canaviller style, and that one's, I want to say, 25. It's a really nice mount. And I actually have a quick detach mount for this too, but it's one of those things where I don't know, I like this one more. Now there's one negative about this. There's only one. When you are shooting the gun, of course, there's recoil. There's no, argument about that. But as if you were shooting the Eotech, without the magnifier, you don't notice anything really. I mean, you know, you just notice your gun rise or jerk just a little bit from it. Depending on however the shooter shoots, it jerks. And kind of, you know, it happens. And some people are really fast follow-up shooters. Some are not. But with this magnifier, you'll shoot and it'll, the best way I can describe it is I'll do the camera here, it's kind of like that. So follow-up shots with it are not as quick. It's still something that you can get pretty quick with. But, I mean, like I said, it just depends on how much you move your gun. If you're shooting from a bench, it'll be ridiculously easy. But doing follow-up shots with it, because, you know, this is sometimes magnification. I have not used their 3 times magnification. I've used their 5. And that one, you know, still a decent view. But, again, you know, if you're scoped out at 200 yards, that thing's going to be a little bit easier to see. If you're, you know, 50 yards, it just depends on the yardage. But just figured I'd point that out, that it does, you know, go with it. And I've used a couple different mounts. And the quick detach mount, that tends to have a lot more of a wobble to it when you shoot. Like I said, it's not the gun moving. It's kind of like, you know, the upper and lower. There's a little bit of wiggle there. You can buy the plugs, and that actually helps out a lot. I don't have a plug on here right now, just because I was messing around with it earlier and cleaning it out. But the plugs do help, and that's like a $3-4 thing. You can even buy multi-packs for, you know, if you have multiple ARs. So, and they're sizable for different ARs too. So it's not one of those things, is this one available for my Bushmaster? Is this one working my DPMS? You can cut them to fit. So, and if anyone, I guess I'll mention that real quick. If anyone's wondering, when you take out your rear pin, it fits right back here, right behind and under the rear pin. So when you close it, it's really hard to close. And then you push it, and it's just more or less, it makes it so there's so much pressure, it's just holding it together. Anyways, that's the review on the Mako magnifiers for the Eotechs. And again, they work with all Eotechs, no substitutions, anything like that. And you know, it's a nice accessory, not needed really, but it's a nice accessory. So, alright, if any other questions, feel free to ask.